All right, hi guys. So this is going to be Friday's lesson for writing. I'm officially back home in Miami with my family, and I just wanted to do the second lesson so that you guys don't fall behind in writing. So yesterday you should have collected or done your window to your emotions, the quadrant with your happy small moments, with your sad small moments, with your angry small moments, and with your scared small moments. And so today what I'm going to ask you to do is something similar that we did in Spanish when we were writing our stories in Spanish. Now you're going to collect, you're basically going to collect on places, like places that are special to you. So the first thing I'm going to ask you to do is that you're going to open up your writer's notebook and you're going to go to the next clean section. So I'm just using my notebook that I used yesterday to write, and I'm just going to go to the next page. And we're going to start off by writing today's date, which is October, well, today's October 3rd, but for you guys it's going to be October 4th, 2019. And we're going to write our objective today, our learning intention. Our learning intention, we will write, or we will begin to push our pens on places that are special to us. And we will pick a place to write about and make sure it is a small moment. I'm going to just read that again. So we will begin to push our pens on places that are special to us. We will pick a place to write about and make sure it is a small moment. So the first thing you want to do, remember this is the part where you're watching me, is that you're thinking about, you're going to dig deep into your memory and think of like all the places you find special, right? Like the places that you really, really like. And so I'm going to press enter, and then I'm going to write, and you're going to write this, 2 special places. And you're going to use bullet points. So like I'm going to use some bullet points right now, and I'm thinking, I know my grandparents' home. Grandparents' house growing up was really special to me. My aunt's house. My aunt's house in Guatemala. I also just surprised my aunt this morning at a restaurant for breakfast. It's called Roasters and Toasters, and I have a new story, so Roasters and Toasters. And it's now a special place in my heart because I surprised my aunt and she was super excited to see me. So Roasters and Toasters, I'm thinking of other places that are special to me. Definitely school, so my classroom. And so now I'm thinking I want to pick one of these entries in a moment, but I'm going to have Miss Ocampo or the sub pause the video, and you yourself are going to think of at least 5 places that are special to you. 2 to 5 places. So I'm going to give you 3 minutes to do that. Think of special places. Pause it. And now we're back. So now what I'm going to do is that I'm going to choose one of those places, and I'm going to really think about a specific small moment about that place. So I have my grandparents' house, I have my aunt's house, I have my aunt's house in Guatemala, Roasters and Toasters from yesterday, and my classroom. So I think I'm going to pick Roasters and Toasters just because now that story is in my head. So this is what happened. So my aunt didn't know that I was coming. It's her 70th birthday. And my cousin Debbie picked me up at like 5 in the morning from the airport near Miami. And my other cousin took my aunt to breakfast, and I hid in the bathroom of the restaurant. And so my aunt was out there. She was taking pictures with my cousins. And then suddenly I walked right behind her really, really quietly, and I tapped her on her shoulder. And in Spanish I said, ¿Qué gusta? ¿Qué quisiera ordenar? Quiero tomarle la orden. And she froze. She couldn't believe that I was there. So that's the story I'm going to start writing because it's about a place. So I might start off with, it was 5 in the morning, 5 a.m. in the morning when my cousin Debbie picked me up at the airport. I stepped out and it was incredibly humid, like a sauna. I started to sweat immediately. However, cousin Debbie was near. So when I stepped in the car, when I stepped into her car, I was very excited to see her. Debbie, I'm so happy to see you. I'm gonna keep going. So I'm so happy to see you. We chatted in the car on our way to the restaurant called Roasters and Toasters for the big surprise. It was my aunt's 70th birthday, and she had no idea I was coming. Total surprise. We waited at the restaurant for my aunt and my other cousin, Lorna, to arrive. I was exhausted. This is me. This is me after me being exhausted. So I was exhausted at the restaurant. I had to order 3 cups of coffee. She's coming. My cousin Debbie revealed. I dashed to the bathroom and waited patiently for my cousin. Can't spell this morning. I waited patiently for my cousin Debbie to text me it was okay to come out and reveal I was back home. And I'll finish the story later, but that's what you're going to do. You're going to pick one of the places that are special to you and you're just going to collect on it. So it was 5 a.m. in the morning when my cousin Debbie picked me up at the airport. I stepped out and it was incredibly humid, like a sauna. I started to sweat immediately. However, my cousin Debbie was near, so when I stepped into her car, I was very excited to see her. Debbie, I'm so happy to see you. We chatted in the car on our way to the restaurant called Roasters and Toasters for the big surprise. It was my aunt's 70th birthday and she had no idea I was coming. Total surprise. We waited at the restaurant for my aunt and my other cousin Lorna to arrive. I was exhausted at the restaurant. I had to order 3 cups of coffee. She's coming, my cousin Debbie revealed. I dashed to the bathroom and waited patiently for my cousin Debbie to text me it was okay to come out and reveal I was back home. So for the next 15 to 20 minutes, you're writing in your own notebooks. And I don't have space in here and it's hard for me to draw it, but I would draw after I pick my places or write my places down, I would leave a space so that I could draw like the restaurant. And you're going to do the same. You're going to sketch a place that's special to you and just push your pen as much as you can. You know how to use dialogue, add some dialogue in there, add some juicy sentences, use some of those juicy words we've been working on, and get started.